Another classic encounter with John Cena is always the right call, and answering that.
And this one should be a classic for the ages. Truly a dream match in every sense of the word. On the biggest stage in all of sports entertainment, WrestleMania.
Dream match is honestly just scratching the surface of how big this match is. There's been a professional rivalry between these two men spanning multiple promotions and continents. But tonight, it all finally comes to a head with the biggest spotlight imaginable.
We know Punk can handle the pressure, but can Styles? We are so lucky to be seeing CM Punk and AJ Styles facing off tonight. Well, they have done battle in the past, crossing paths multiple times in the independent scene in the early 2000s.
Look, I'd pay top dollar to see any version of these two men facing off in the ring, but back then, AJ Styles wasn't quite phenomenal, and Punk had yet to become the best in the world.
Indeed, gentlemen, we are seeing the best versions of both men in this ring tonight. And
flying! That's handled from the middle rope. Punk never saw that coming.
Countering each other again and again.
Got him where he wants him.
Up and beautiful Falcon Arrow.
Neither one of these men are going to hold back in this one, are they?
Absolutely not. And both Punk and Styles are incredibly capable of getting
perched up top. Knee drop. And AJ only finds himself on the defensive.
And at this pace, Punk's not going to let Styles get his bearings anytime soon. CM Punk has long considered himself an outcast. Most folks would have pegged him as a long shot to succeed in WWE. And once he arrived, he was never expected to be the main event competitor he is today.
You could say much the same about AJ Styles, Corey. Incoming!
All the way to the outside.
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline.
And he gets set back into the ring.
Oh.
AJ Styles Pele kick. And he moves in for the cover. And he gets his shoulder up before the count.
That was not even close to keeping them down. A quick roll out of the ring. He's clearly looking to regain his composure here.
Neckbreaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Trying armbar. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
Punk the technician.
Just within reach of the ropes and forcing the submission to end.
He's heading to the top turnbuckle. Sky high.
Big collision on the splash.
Oh, what a quick answer. Great agility. Misses the target.
Mongolian chop.
Into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat. Oh, toss to ringside. Big night for AJ Styles making his WrestleMania debut. Punk has been here quite a few times. We've seen Punk fight fair at WrestleMania, but just as often we'll see him cut corners.
Indeed, in the past we've seen Punk calling reinforcements against Rey Mysterio, using foreign weapons when attempting to end the Undertaker's streak. But tonight is a bit different. Punk has long wanted to prove that the best in the world is even better than phenomenal. And the only way to do that is by winning this match by the books.
And Styles is going to need a phenomenal comeback to overcome CM Punk at this point.
Headed out of the ring now. Precision elbow strike.
And he slides him back to the mat.
And Punk's got that look in his eyes. He's ready to put CM Punk completely dominant.
Shifts the attack into an inverted DDT. Counter by CM Punk.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep. Is it enough for Punk? This could be it. Cover.
Two. Amazing.
I don't know where AJ gets this from. He dug down deep to kick out.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
Lots of inside cradle.
Oh, in a small package. And Punk gets the big win over Styles.
Here is your winner,
An honest dream match for any era, and you made it happen. That's the power of Showcase. I've said it repeatedly that it's impossible for me to predict a hypothetical scenario with precision, but I have to believe that if I was here in 2019, I would have done anything to get into the front of the line to beat Kurt Angle's final opponent at WrestleMania 35.
He has held every title imaginable. European champion, Intercontinental champion, 6-time world champion.
Not many people know this, but when I first joined the ECW brand in 2006, Kurt Angle was my goal. He'd found new life with the brand, leaning into the extreme side of things, mauling his opponents with a reinvigorated approach to the ground and pound offense.
The only gold medalist in WWE history. The wrestling machine, Kurt Angle. It was CM Punk who threw a challenge at Kurt Angle. Said he wanted to give Kurt the chance to see if he could take down the best in the world in Angle's final match. And what a better place to do it than at WrestleMania. From the top. Ooh! Uh-oh. Ooh, and fight. Incoming. Diving double axe handle.
He's climbing right back up there from above.
Launching. Double axe handle. Take it. Triangle armbar. Triangle. He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Getting to his feet, but nothing good is waiting for him.
Big time height on that kick.
It's CM Punk versus Kurt Angle in a submission match. Angle's final match at WrestleMania. His final match ever in WWE. It really feels like this match could come down to Punk's strikes and smarts versus Angle's technique and experience. Who do you give the edge to?
My gut says Kurt Angle, the man who has seen and done it all, but if Punk gets lucky and lands one good shot, it could give him one heck of an opening.
Despite what has transpired leading to tonight, there's a level of respect that CM Punk has for Kurt Angle. Punk might even have love for Angle, but Punk will not be sorry about beating Kurt in his final match.
There's all this talk about
Kohina clutch! Kohina clutch!
Coquina clutches in. Time to go night-night.
And it's just getting tighter at the neck. This is a bad Coquina clutch. Nowhere to go, but there is a way to break it.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
The hold is locked in. He's in real pain.
I don't know how long he can really last here.
Gets driven into the corner.
Punk sidesteps out of that. And no matter how we got here, this is a match the people have been wanting to see. The Olympic gold medal.
CM Punk. Uh-oh!
Turns that in his favor.
Oh.
Nice takedown there. Smooth trap.
Good work getting to the ropes.
Which ends the submission attempt.
But everything behind that kick. Able to slip out of that situation. Good reflexes from him there.
Caught with a lariat. I got right to the gut.
Directly into the gut.
Uh-oh.
German suplex released.
Sharp elbow.
Oh, CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
Big elbow. Looking to wrench the arm now, but now popped in the jaw.
Averting danger with an elbow to the stomach. Shining Wizard finds the mark. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
He just manages to get to the rope. Submission hold has to be let go. Trying armbar. Triangles in. Triangles in. After everything he's been through, will he give in right now? Will his body give up?
This hold has him going through hell. Does he have anything left? Couldn't fight the pain any longer. Has to tap.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
This was one to remember. And certainly a victory CM Punk will never forget. Forcing Kurt Angle to...
Maybe it's only in an alternative timeline, but I'll take the advantage of any opportunity to share the ring with Kurt Angle, win or lose. And as far as what happens if I stay in WWE, there's one more match I'll always wish for. Working with him, even if it was only briefly when he joined the new Nexus, made it abundantly clear to me that he would accomplish anything if he ever committed himself to it. A return to NXT gave him that chance.
It all comes down to this. Hell in a Cell and WrestleMania. A demonic structure built with thousands of square feet of cold steel chain link. And tonight, it will be the battleground for CM Punk and The Fiend.
You can just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. CM Punk facing possibly his biggest challenge to date.
There's really no telling what we're about to witness here with The Fiend. We've already seen a lot of diabolical mind games, and I'm sure those are far from over.
This match is going to change Punk forever. Whether he wins or loses, he'll never be the man he was before he entered the Cell tonight.
Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was The Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, shortly before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's new Nexus under a different name. You have to wonder if whatever's left of Bray's psyche under that mask still has some respect for Punk. If so, I wonder if the best in the world can somehow use that to gain a mental advantage. Mongolian chop.
This might be one of the most psychological matches we'll ever witness in the history of WWE.
The Fiend started laying his groundwork earlier. I know Punk seems like he's unfazed, but deep down I think the seed of fear has started to sprout inside him. Punk has to do everything he can to fight through that fear if he wants to walk out of WrestleMania with the win tonight.
Well, according to my notes, CM Punk has in-ring experience against Bray Wyatt, but in reality, he's never seen this side of Bray.
Something else to note is that Punk's previous matches with Bray were tag team contests that included the rest of the Wyatt family.
Wow, so Punk's first ever singles match with Bray Wyatt is against The Fiend? I rarely bet against the best in the world, but this is a case where I just might.
The Fiend has no control here.
Punk fighting through the fear and putting a pounding on the Fiend. CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbook CM Punk.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
What's it gonna take to win?
That gets reversed on CM Punk.
Every maneuver being returned with counter fire.
Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Back and forth, back and forth. Looking for the advantage here.
He's got him in his grasp. CM Punk. And a strong kick out at one.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet.
What a punch.
Yeah, the Fiend broke him down there. And now he's looking to lock in this submission.
Oh, no! The mandible claw!
CM Punk on the verge of...
And... I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. Not only taking on the Fiend, but being locked inside the Hell in a Cell with that monster at the showcase of the Immortals.
His nerves have to be shot. As calculated as Punk is in the ring, there's no way he could possibly figure out what the Fiend is about to unleash on him.
He won't know where, when, or how it's coming. All he can be sure of is that it's gonna be brutal.
That gets reversed on CM Punk. Well, according to my notes, CM Punk has in-ring experience against Bray Wyatt, but in reality, he's never seen this side of Bray.
Something else to note is that Punk's previous matches with Bray were tag team contests that included the rest of the Wyatt family.
Wow, so Punk's first ever singles match with Bray Wyatt is against The Fiend? I rarely bet against the best in the world, but this is a case where I just might. Down with the suplex. CM Punk bringing attacks to The Fiend, but will The Fiend shrug this off, as we've seen so frequently before? Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was The Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, shortly before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's new nexus under a different name. You have to wonder if whatever's left of Bray's psyche under that mask still has some respect for Punk. If so, I wonder if the best in the world can somehow use that to gain a mental advantage.
This has to be such an uneasy feeling for Punk right now. He's usually trying to outthink his opponents.
Yeah, but how in the world do you outthink something that doesn't even think like a human? I think Punk's going to have to rely on his speed and technical abilities here if he even wants to remotely have a chance at beating The Fiend.
Top rope! Diving elbow!
Punk might have put an end to the nightmare with that.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Nails the GTS.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
2 count. CM Punk beats The Fiend.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
An honor to know him, to have worked with him, and to get one more chance to share the ring with him. Rest in power forever, Bray Wyatt. It's been quite the experience as the focal point of WWE 2K26 Showcase. We've revisited great wins, received a second chance at painful losses, created dream matches that I thought would forever elude me, and even attempted to provide a glimpse at what WWE would have looked like had I stayed. It's been a true privilege. Before we put a bow on it all, I'd like to ask Slingshot Technology for one final match. A match that lives as large as my biggest dreams. The opportunity to team with the best tag team partner in the world, my wife, AJ Lee. Three-time Divas champion, had WWE wrapped around her finger from the moment she arrived. Skilled in the ring and potent on the microphone.
The greatest Divas champion of all time. Me!
Remind you of anybody? She even dropped a pipe on of her own.
Here comes the best couple in the world.
From Chicago, Illinois, AJ Lee!
And this should be one hell of a tag team match. The brash CM Punk and AJ Lee taking on the cocky Miz and Maurice. Two teams, not just in this matchup, but in life as well, who couldn't be more different from one another.
It's that blue-collar, scratch-and-claw mentality versus the mentality of having the spotlight and only the finest things in life. Really, it's a tale as old as time.
CM Punk and AJ Lee truly don't like the Miz and Maurice, and believe me, the feeling is mutual. Now all four of these superstars have the chance to let those feelings out in a good old-fashioned tag team match player. My word, colliding hard with that diamond-plated steel.
Right hand after right hand. This is ugly.
Maurice is mostly known today for her reality TV work, but it's easy to forget that she was one of the most dominant competitors of the Divas era.
That she was, Michael Cole. Maurice was the first woman to ever hold the Divas title on more than one occasion, and for the majority of the title's history, she was the longest reigning title holder at 211 days.
But that record was surpassed by the other woman in this match, AJ Lee. So not only is AJ Lee a better competitor in the women's division, she's a better diva too.
The Miz at the complete mercy of his opponent.
And CM Punk and AJ Lee are making the A-listers look like a couple of D-listers right about now.
Got him in the corner now.
Turns it around. AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. Seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event scene.
That has to eat at Maurice a bit. Don't get me wrong, Maurice has had some major matches since her retirement, but the vast majority of them have been at the side of her husband. I wonder if we see Maurice put a bit more effort to take command of this match tonight to prove that she can get back to the top of the women's division all by herself.
using the sharp point of the elbow.
And since this is standard tag team rules, the men can fight the women and vice versa. How does that change up the strategy in this one? How does AJ's strategy when facing The Miz differ from her strategy facing Maurice? Or all the other combinations we could see in this tag match?
Honestly, these are all 4 high-level championship-caliber superstars. They've all done their homework, and none of them are going to hold back, no matter who's standing across the ring from them. Wow.
Forearm smack!
You know what? I'm just going to say it. I believe CM Punk is jealous of The Miz.
Come on, Wade, jealous? Miz is a Grand Slam champion, sure, but Punk has accomplished even more in WWE.
We can compare resumes all day, Cole, but consider this. Everything Punk wanted to do, Miz did first. Miz joined the main roster first. Miz was the face of WWE first. Miz was doing the late-night talk show circuit first. Miz main evented WrestleMania first, and after tonight, Miz will have won their first intergender tag encounter.
Oh, what a clubbing blow. Vicious attack. They outlaw that move from other sports for a reason.
Situating her in the ring corner right here. Double axe handle. The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer. Their in-ring skills...
Could she end it here? Raising the arm before one.
Not getting a 2 count at this point has to be frustrating.
Oh, my God. Maurice fires back.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
And she's able to fight Maurice off. Drop kick.
Hits the mark. Keeping in. Uh-oh.
And she reversed it. Don't get me wrong, AJ Lee is her own woman and can fight her own battles, but we've seen in the past that CM Punk will defend his family with every fiber of his being. The Miz, on the other hand, sometimes he makes his wife fight his battles. Hides behind his wife when the fight intensifies.
That's because Miz and Maurice are... an equal unit. Why should the man always hold the door open? Or the ring ropes, for that matter?
You call it being equal? I just think Miz can be a chicken sometimes.
Goes into the corner.
Saw it coming and counters it.
Stiff forearm shot.
Boom! Good defense from him.
Reversal after reversal. These two have counters for days.
Tag mate. Double team action now. Oh, and a boot to the face.
Punk has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't respect The Miz or how he got his start in WWE. I'm sure AJ Lee feels the same about Maurice.
Quick tag in the corner. Now some double team offense incoming. From the top rope.
Elbow drop.
And unfortunately for the It couple, CM Punk and AJ Lee are completely in the driver's seat now.
Chop block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee.
Just wow.
Here's the pin attempt.